Hey, do you guys mind if I teach you a college-level course on Scribblenauts Vampires real quick? Awesome, you're gonna regret this. 3-2 wants us to spawn an object that shares properties with leeches, vampires, birds, and helicopters. Boiled down, they would just want a flying thing that sucks blood. Nothing we have works. We can make things fly with the winged adjective, but we don't have anything that sucks blood. We also don't have any way to even get to the vampire to even try to mess with time travel stuff. He's just way too tucked away there. But as I was messing around on this level, I realized something. If you put something next to a vampire, the vampire will attack it and give it the adjective vampiric. So I went through the random loot table, and I found that a vampiric parrot would work as a suitable solution for this puzzle. Alright, let's try to do it for real. Well, the problem is that the vampire can turn our parrot vampiric, but it also one-shot kills it, so the parrot dies before it can solve the puzzle. I tried this with an invincible parrot just for testing, I wasn't actually using that word, and then I realized that anything turned vampiric by this vampire will not count as a solution for this puzzle. Again, we can spawn a vampiric parrot fine, but this invincible parrot turned vampiric by this vampire does not count. So we're gonna need to do some sort of time travel cleanse if we want this to work. This reminded me that there's a pterodactyl in the dinosaur age, so no need to worry about the parrot anymore. Now the plan was to grab a pterodactyl, infect it, and cleanse it with time travel. This also does not work. So I tried infecting a pterodactyl, time traveling, infecting another pterodactyl, and then taking the 2 layers deep cleansed pterodactyl, but that still did not work. It was then that I found out that if a vampire bites a human, the human doesn't turn vampiric, they just turn into a new vampire. So I thought, hey, if we get a new vampire, cleanse that vampire, and then infect something with the cleansed vampire, that should surely work. It still doesn't. I think for some reason, every vampiric object has some sort of reference to its parent vampire. And this reference, unlike most other things in the game, does not go away upon time travel cleanse and resetting the level. So now we just need a way to clear this reference and get a vampire somehow entirely removed from the first vampire. What I ended up finding is that I could turn Santa Claus into a vampire, and then use that Santa Claus vampire to infect another Santa Claus to make a new Santa Claus vampire whose parent is a Santa Claus vampire. And apparently, in Super Scribblenauts, vampires do not have grandparents. This clears the reference, and we can use this new Santa Claus vampire to infect a pterodactyl and beat the level. Now, all that's left for me to do is sit here and reflect on how much I know about Scribblenauts Vampires.